All right, folks, we are back, and it's time for the Auston Matthews episode number 34 of this Toronto Maple Leafs NHL 22 playthrough, and we're returning home playing the St. Louis Blues. Jack Campbell's back in net for us. We are coming off of an amazing victory last game out, our first ever game against the Seattle Kraken in franchise history, and William Nylander had 5 goals. First time all year we've had anybody get a hat trick, I believe, let alone 4 goals, let alone 5 goals, although the 5th goal was into an empty netter. So this is super exciting. Returning home, playing at Scotiabank Arena in front of the fans, because in EA Sports NHL 22, COVID does not exist. And that is a welcome sign. We're playing the St. Louis Blues here. Ironically, it is the Toronto Maple Leafs' next opponent. They are going to go play the St. Louis Blues on Saturday. And here we go. Auston Matthews starting off the game with a chance. Torrey Krug there with Luke Schenn, Braden Schenn. That's Luke Schenn's brother, former Toronto Maple Leaf Luke Schenn. The Toronto Maple Leafs just finished playing their game against the Arizona Coyotes, the league worst Arizona Coyotes, and they lost 2-1. It wasn't from a lack of trying, though. Let me tell you, they got goalied. I can't remember the goalie's name off the top of my head, but man, oh man, was he good. And we're just going to cycle the puck here around. Someone's calling for a change. Auston Matthews with a shot. The rebound there for Bunting. I think the Leafs ended up getting 46, 47 shots. When they went over 2 on the power play, a couple of, I don't even know, fluke goals. Not even really like terrible goals, but like just goals that you wouldn't like to see let in by Mrazek, and that was pretty much it. So unfortunately, you're going to have those games throughout the course of the season. Centered in front, Nylander scores. William Nylander continues his hot streak. It's his 21st goal of the season off of a beautiful feed there in front from Auston Matthews. This line is insanely hot right now for us, and I will take it. I said in the last episode that William Nylander has been consistently the best Toronto Maple Leaf in this series and in real life. I believe in this series he leads us in points, although he's pretty close with Auston Matthews. He's playing on a line with Auston Matthews right now because of the injury to Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner is out long-term with post-concussion syndrome in this series. If you're new to this series, welcome. In the last episode, I had a little bit of recording issues. I talked about it extensively throughout the recording of that episode. I honestly didn't think it was as bad as it ended up being, but I feel like I've resolved them this time. So hopefully it's a little bit better in this episode, and if not, well, we'll just keep trying. Here's Nick Ritchie around the net to Kasha. Kasha was great tonight on a line with Bunting and Auston Matthews. Auston Matthews had the lone goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs in Arizona, which is good for him because his parents were in attendance. Auston Matthews, of course, grew up in Arizona, and his parents still live there. There's former Toronto Maple Leaf Tyler Bozak in a battle with Nick Ritchie along the boards there. I loved Tyler Bozak when he was a member of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And, Tyler Bozak just scored! It's his 6th goal of the season, beats Jack Campbell. The former Toronto Maple Leaf comes back and haunts his former team. Nice shot there over the glove of Jack Campbell. And this game's tied up at 1. I was just saying, love Tyler Bozak as a member of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Some of my favorite memories, he scored a 3-on-5 short-handed goal against the New Jersey Devils in the last game of a season when they were god-awful. I think that was one of the years. Love that moment. Because the Leafs, for the longest time, were brutal defensively on the penalty kill. There's Jack Campbell making a sprawling save. He'll fall back onto the puck there to keep it out of the net. And then, of course, another great Tyler Bozak moment was he scored the shootout winner in the Centennial Classic. Was it the Centennial Classic? I believe it was. Oh, man, chance there in front. Yeah, the big outdoor game in Michigan, in Ann Arbor, at the Big House. I actually been to the Big House in real life, and it is a big house. Let me tell you, 110,000 people, I think, were at that game. Something crazy like that. That was a great memory. With the snow coming down, the Leafs, I think, ended up missing the playoffs that year, so it was a great game. The Leafs and the Detroit Red Wings were very close in the standings at that point for the Centennial Classic. Here's Pierre Engvall. He's around with Spezza going to the net. And they can't connect there. William Nylander's on the ice, and you know what that means. It's time for the move! Nylander! Stop there. I think it's Jordan Binnington in net. I don't know. I didn't even check. But, oh, man, that was a strong move. A strong move there by William Nylander to get to the front of the net, looking for his second goal of the game. And his seventh in in 2 games. Here's Nylander. He's hit hard into the boards. He's slow to get up. Not sure who got him there. I did not take the number. Oh, man, Bozak again! And the St. Louis Blues have scored. It's Kyle Clifford. You've got to be kidding me. Kyle Clifford, currently a member of the Toronto Maple Leafs, scores. So it's 2 former Toronto Maple Leafs / current Toronto Maple Leafs who have scored goals for the St. Louis Blues here to give them a 2-1 lead. Unreal. Another one of my favorite Tyler Bozak moments, of course, has to be his goal in overtime against the Washington Capitals in Game 3. When the Leafs finally made it back to the playoffs. Legitimately for the first time in a full season. Which would have been, 2016? 2015? Can't remember. Whenever they played that Washington Capitals, and honestly, that series against the Washington Capitals, say what you will, was the closest they've ever come to escaping the first round. I mean, maybe last year against the Montreal Canadiens when they were up 3-1, they probably should have escaped that first round. Here's Muzzin with a blast. Didn't get all of it there. Muzzin's going to come away with the puck again. Chance at the buzzer. And it's turned aside there. The St. Louis Blues, thanks to goals from Tyler Bozak and Kyle Clifford, have a 2-1 lead after the first period. The Leafs outshot the Blues 10-7 in that period, as you can probably see. William Nylander was probably the best Toronto Maple Leaf on the ice. That being said, he was on the ice for that Kyle Clifford goal. Ooh, there is a chance for TJ Brody to feed the puck. And come on, move that puck, Campbell. And here we go, Auston Matthews. Just chip it in. Auston Matthews got hit there. Probably could have been an interference call. But if you've been watching this series, you'll know that they do not call penalties against us. We are probably one of the least penalized, or have had the least penalties called for us in the league. Bunting behind the net to Nylander. And he tries to cut out in front, and he's leveled there by Buchnevich, I think. Nylander around. William Nylander in front of Matthews, trying to return the favorites. Oh, man. William Nylander had the rebound shot there. And it was turned aside there by Jordan Binnington. Leafs controlling time on attack here, but St. Louis still has a 2-1 lead. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, that Tyler Bozak goal gave the Leafs the 2-1 series lead against the Washington Capitals, and then unfortunately the Capitals then won out from that point on. But there was 2 overtime wins in that, winning out. Nick Ritchie with a chance. And a chance there for John Tavares as well. Tavares has not had a good year in this series. Nick Ritchie to the aforementioned John Tavares. He'll just take a bad angle shot. It's turned aside by Binnington. There was a chance for a rebound there. Now here's Tarasenko trying to beat Justin Hall, but no. Hall is going to come back. Strong defensive play there by Justin Hall. Justin Hall with speed. Stops up. Looking for help. Doesn't find it. He'll just throw it on net there. It'll go all the way around to Jake Muzzin, and he'll jump in. Jake Muzzin stops up. Fires a shot. Hits John Tavares there, and Scandella will pick up the puck, but it's turned over there thanks to a big hit from Jake Muzzin. Kerfoot centered that pass there. And Sanford's going to pick it up and feed it to Scandella. Yeah, I love that series against the Washington Capitals. I was on the edge of my seat for sure. The Kasperi Kapanen overtime goal in Game 2 was also amazing, thanks to a terrific feed from Brian Boyle. Boyle wasn't elite for a long time. Chance there for Nick Ritchie. Oh, man, Binnington's been awesome so far. I've had lots of chances in tight, and he's turned them all aside. Oh, there's Rasmus Sandin, by the way, back in the lineup after his injury. It was not as long as we expected, so that's good for him. And here's Camp for speed. Camp's around with Mikheyev. I probably should have centered it to Mikheyev there. And now I'm looking. And here's Kashin. Strong move to the net, but he gets absolutely leveled. Kashin was slow to get up there as well. Here's Bozak in for Clifford. Poke check there by Jack Campbell. And back come the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's Ilya Mikheyev with speed. He's going to go to the net. And he rings it off the post. Simmons in. All over Bertuzzo. Mikheyev gets the puck off of Bertuzzo. And we're just going to try and slow it down here. Mikheyev, nice move. Mikheyev fires it wide. Campfin. Centered. Nobody there. Mikheyev can't get it. And Santini is going to come away with the puck. Great period here for the Toronto Maple Leafs, but they have not been able to score a goal. And we're going to feed it up to Pierre Engvall. Pierre Engvall, does he have a step to get around his man? He doesn't. And Bertuzzo is going to take that puck off of him thanks to that errant stick on the ice. And that's going to help Camp out. Camp looking. He'll throw it on net. And it doesn't get there. And Buchnevich is away with David Perron. David Perron, it's like always seems to be on the St. Louis Blues. I don't know. It's just one of those guys who I think of, and I just will always associate him with the St. Louis Blues. Even though he's played for other teams, great chance there for Bunting. Turned aside again by Binnington. And there's Shen getting leveled there by Morgan Riley. Stretched it out for William Nylander. He's interfered with. Are they going to call that a penalty? Yes, they are. They're going to call it a slash. Not sure it was a slash. I don't even know if that's the player that they got. But the Toronto Maple Leafs are headed to the power play here. And because it's been a while, we're going to put it at the first unit, even though the defense pairing is a little bit tired. John Tavares can take the draw here, and he wins it. Back to Wayne Simmons. Wayne Simmons looking for a man. It's Nylander at the side. Nylander to Tavares. Tried a little bank play to get it to Tavares. Was going to try and pull it out in front there, but it was a little bit of a miscommunication. Maybe put out that second defensive pairing. I don't think I got there in time. They've got Tyler Bozak killing a penalty. I mean, he's a strong face-off man, but in EA Sports, they don't run to the bench after they take the face-off. Bozak wins the face-off. Look at that play there by Nylander. He almost got that puck. And Rasmus Sandin is going to be back to collecting it here. Nylander up to Matthews. Matthews is in with Nylander. He stops up behind the net. Tried to find Matthews. Unable to connect. And the Blues are going to come away with this puck again. Throwing it down the ice. It's onto the corner there. Jack Campbell will just hold on. I'm not going to switch it up here. I'm going to stick with the big guys here. They haven't had very many power play opportunities of late. So might as well try it while we can. Tavares is going to win the draw. Up to William Nylander. Nylander is going to come in and wait for his man to go to the net. Auston Matthews at the side of the net. They change places. Matthews in front. Tavares scores. John Tavares, just his 7th goal of the season. All over that rebound, right in front of the net. And this game is tied thanks to that power play goal. Oh, John Tavares is going to make it snappy. The captain. Ripping it past Binnington there. I guess he has one of those X factors. Didn't realize that. I thought it was just Auston Matthews and Mitch Marner. Face-off win there for Auston Matthews. And he's going to come up with the puck. Matthews with a Nylander to the net. Man, Nylander is feeling it right now, folks. Nylander with traffic in front. Matthews the shot. Can't get through. Torrey Krug, former Boston Bruin, Toronto Maple Leaf killer Torrey Krug gets the puck out. Here's William Nylander collecting the puck in his own zone. And he does not get by his man. He's leveled again. And he's very slow to get up again. It looks like William Nylander may be hurt here, folks. I think he went to the bench. He did. Are we going to get a shot of him going down the tunnel? We're not. Instead, we're going to get a shot of Captain John Tavares there on the bench. I did not like that hit at all. And the way that William Nylander reacted to the hit. So we're going to play a tough fourth line shift here. Parayko gets hit there by Wayne Simmonds. Chance for Engvall. Simmonds behind the net. Throws it out in front of Engvall. Whacks away at it at the end of the period. But it's a no-go. There's that awful hit by Parayko. Yikes, folks. We'll see if William Nylander comes out here for the third period. He is on the ice. That is good news. As this game is tied here, headed to the third and final frame. And there's Auston Matthews right off the draw. Back to TJ Brody. Just wristed on net. The deflection in front. Man, I think that was William Nylander again with the deflection. Nice play by Auston Matthews there on the back check to get the puck. Auston Matthews in. Throws it behind the net to William Nylander. Back to Auston Matthews. Auston Matthews with bunting. But it's poke checked by David Perron, and he's going to find Schenn. Schenn's in. Schenn. If Schenn scored, it would be like another Toronto Maple Leaf connection, sort of. Considering his brother played for the Toronto Maple Leafs for a long time, and Schenn centers it in front. It's actually Buchnevich scoring that goal. It's a 3-2 lead for the St. Louis Blues. Off of a beautiful assist there from Brayden Schenn. Luke Schenn, when he was drafted by the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'm not going to lie, was one of my favorite players. I had his rookie cards, had his autograph cards, just loved Luke Schenn. Unfortunately, he was a product of the wrong times in the NHL. He's a big defenseman, very physical. Not a lot of those players exist anymore. And chance for Tavares there, looking for number 2 on the night. Nick Ritchie. And the Leafs are still buzzing here. Great response after the goal. Looks like Kerfoot was hooked there. There's no call on the play, and Binnington will cover up. Yeah, a lot of the defensemen after Luke Schenn that have been drafted in the top 5, let's say, are mobile, strong defensemen who can play big minutes, and Luke Schenn was not that at all. He was not the guy who was fleet of foot and who could play whatever it was, 25 minutes a night if needed. The Leafs tried for a while. It just did not work. Here's McCabe with Kasha to the net. Kasha scores. Great odd man rush there. And the Leafs have a great response. It's Andre Kasha's 4th goal of the season. And this game's tied at 3. Great burst of speed. Feeds Kasha. Kasha has a tough shot there coming down on the wrong wing, but he's able to put it past Binnington. It's 3-3. If we have a game like this on Saturday night, I'm sure lots of fans would be really happy with that. I'll tell you this. Here's Kasha again. Doesn't have enough speed to get around his man, but he's got Kampf going to the net. I said in the last episode that I've really had trouble watching the Toronto Maple Leafs since the pandemic. Here's McCabe cutting. Turned aside. Since the pandemic really took a hold and all the COVID tests happened, I'll tell you what, tonight's game against the Arizona Coyotes was actually pretty entertaining. Despite the fact that Arizona didn't get very many shots, there's a bad goal. It's Sundqvist scoring it, putting it basically right over the top of Jack Campbell's shoulders. He bobbled it a couple of times. Don't like that goal at all. That's an EA Sports goal for sure, where they just throw it in sometimes to see how mad you can get at them. And it's 4-3. The Leafs are going to be tested here again. We're sending out the big line, and it's, oh man, the seas parted there, and it looked like they were going to be able to score. Another one, Auston Matthews with a strong move to the front of the net. Auston Matthews, very similar play there on Binnington with the puck bouncing just like it did on Jack Campbell a couple moments ago, but it bounces wide in this instance. There's Bunting getting leveled. The St. Louis Blues have played a physical game. Remember that hit on William Nylander. We'll see after the game if they will give us some sort of injury to William Nylander. Jake Muzzin getting held along the boards there. Justin Hall's back with it. Up to Jason Spezza with 8 minutes left in the third period. Toronto's looking for an equalizer again. It's Pierre Engvall behind the net. Pierre Engvall comes out with a slapper. And it's over to Spezza. Spezza, vintage. Oh, what a chance there off of a deflection for Wayne Simmons. He backhands it, but cannot beat Binnington. Bald Sheldon Keefe's looking on in disgust. With 7 minutes remaining in the period, Toronto's looking for a goal. Huge face-off win there from John Tavares. Nick Ritchie behind the net, muscled off the puck. Not a good, strong play there from Nick Ritchie. He needs to be stronger on the puck, just like TJ Brody there. If we're going to get back into this game, here's Kerfoot. Kerfoot, straight up the middle. Stopped by Binnington. 5:49 remaining in the third period. Toronto's played very well in this series at home. I think we're riding a 3-game home winning streak at least right now. The last homestand we had, we definitely went undefeated. So St. Louis is looking to end that right now. Parayko in front. And okay, turnover. With 5 minutes to go, it's Kerfoot with speed through the middle of the ice, and Parayko using his long stick there is going to break up that play. And it's Barbashev coming away with the puck. Barbashev, great pass there. And the Blues are into the zone rather easily. And they're going to throw the puck behind the net here and try to cut out, just do the Josh Gordon move. But it doesn't work. Great stick there by Morgan Rielly. Tavares will get it in deep. He's got no help. It's time to press the offense, folks. Because you know, with 3 minutes left, we really got to try here. Look for Jack Campbell to be pulled too at some point. I will pull the goalie, even if it means losing this game. Here's Mikheyev getting muscled off the boards there. Shen. Here's Morgan Rielly. Skate with it, Morgan. Skate with it. Morgan Rielly's into the zone. Stops up and waits, and he's just going to feather it around for Camp. Camp cuts. Camp scores. Backhand goal for David Camp. Strong move. Beats Binnington. It's 4-4. Just Camp's second goal of the season. Great backhand shot there. I think that's the first time Camp has scored on camera in this series. I think his first goal was in one of those games where I dropped frames and lost his goal. All right, here's Nylander, the hottest Toronto Maple Leaf, into the zone. Looking for the 5th goal. We're in the last minute of play here. With this being a Western Conference opponent, I'm okay with just coming away with a point. Tarasenko says, no, I want 2, and Toronto none. He had a chance there, and here's Bunting. Bunting's around his man, and he's going to go behind the net. With Auston Matthews in front, but we're going to try and get it to Nylander. No, fault. Great stick there behind the net. Breaks up that play. 29 seconds remaining in the third period. Great play there by Travis Dermott to knock the puck away. Uh-oh. Oh, yes. Here comes Nylander away with the puck. Are we going to have last-second heroics? Nylander stops up, turns, holds, shoots. Over the top of Binnington. Auston Matthews scores. Auston Matthews scores. 10.7 seconds left. It's episode 34, folks, and number 34 just put us ahead. What a strong move by Auston. Yes, he says. Yes! Baldshell and Keefe says, you know what? We got this in the books. We're going to play our fourth line. Spezza wins the draw. He fires it on Binnington. We're counting down the last few seconds here. That's all she wrote, folks. The Toronto Maple Leafs have come back in style in this game, thanks to goals from that man, David Kampf, and Auston Matthews to come back late and win this game. It was looking like it was going to be a little touch and go there for a while after Jack Campbell's shaky goal that gave the Blues the 4-3 lead. But what a nice comeback here for your Toronto Maple Leafs. They salute the crowd at Scotiabank Arena. There's that fluky goal that Campbell allowed that almost cost us the game. But you know what? When you got amazing players like David Kampf scoring backhands like that, and Auston Matthews coming through in the end, I mean, just look at this beauty of a goal by Auston Matthews. Can you believe it? In the words of Pierre Maguire, I can! And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Jack Campbell allowed 4 goals on 14 shots. That's not ideal. Binnington was solid, allowing 5 goals on 37 shots. That's not bad, I suppose. All right. Hopefully this episode went a little bit better in terms of recording. We'll find out when I edit it, I suppose. But if you like this episode, hit the like button, subscribe if you really like it, and I'll see you guys in episode number 35.